Hello, everyone. This is one question we had posted on our Facebook page. And those of you who do not know about this, we have a Facebook page where we regularly post questions from the different section of PTE that you can practice. And we often post explanation videos about them on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you have not already liked and subscribed to our page, you can do that so that you can get regular updates about PTE and practice some questions as well. So let's just start the discussion of this question. So you can see this is a reader paragraph question which comes in reading section. You might get 2 to 3 of these questions and they can be quite confusing in the test. In order to solve these questions, you have to learn about 2 different things. The first is called the logical continuity and the second is called grammatical continuity. Now there are around 12 different tips and tricks that we apply to solve reader paragraph questions, and I cannot cover all of them in one short video like this. But if you're interested, you can keep watching on YouTube for the upcoming updates about these videos, or if you are in urgent need, then you can sign up to our online course where you can find all this information organized for you, along with some practice questions based on past exams, as well as around 16 mock tests. All right, so let's start the discussion here. In order to do these questions, first thing is you need to find the first sentence. But in my case, what I do is I start by eliminating the sentences which cannot be first sentence. For example, I can clearly see that this one here, which says he, cannot be the first sentence because I do not know yet he means who. Similarly, I also know that this one cannot be the first sentence because it's referring to a specific group of women, so it cannot be the first sentence. This one says no link was found between, which is the result, and we know that results usually come at the end. Now, we have only 2 sentences left. One is B, another one is C. So if you look at B, it says Dr. Byron has long held that there is a link between diet and acne. And C says Professor Fitzgerald and his team studied more than 47,000 women. Now, I told you at the beginning of this video that you have to know about the logical continuity and grammatical continuity. The logical continuity depends on the type of text you are dealing with, which means that in different types of text, information is organized in different ways. This one is a research, and in case of research, usually we organize the information in the order of hypothesis, which you can consider a belief of the researcher. Then what they do is they start the study. Once they have the hypothesis, they start the study, and that study usually is done in this way. So you first do the experiment, or you have the methodology, and after that you find the results. So it's not that difficult to understand. It's quite easy to see how the research is done. You have something in mind, then you want to study about that. For that, you think about a particular way, you want to study that, you want to do the experiment, and at the end of the experiment, you get the result. If that is the case, we can clearly see that B is talking about the belief and C is talking about the study, which tells us that B must come before C. And based on all the discussion we have had so far, we can see that B is the first sentence because it tells us the belief. So Dr. Byron has long held that there is a link between diet and acne. This one says, he convinced Professor Fitzgerald, so this he must be Dr. Byron. So this is related to A, so this makes it the second sentence. Remember, so far we have not started this study. We are still talking about the belief phase, or we are still in the hypothesis phase. Now, after these 2 stages, what happened? The study started. How did it start? It started with 47,000 women, right? And if you look at E, it says the woman means which woman? This 47,000 women. So this will be the fourth sentence. You can also see that sentence E gives us more information about sentence C. And D is the result, which is the 5th sentence. So you can see that this whole paragraph is actually organized in this manner. So first there is hypothesis, then a study which was done by using a particular method, and at the end they got the result. A few grammatical clues here which might help you in other questions. Here, if you see 2 sentences containing same type of word like woman, woman, most likely they'll be together. And remember, the woman means a specific group of women, which means the sentence containing the woman must come after a sentence containing just woman. Which means that in future, if you see 2 sentences containing pen, pen, you know they will be together. But the one which says the pen must come after the sentence which just contains pen. So there are 12 different tricks like this to keep in mind while doing these questions, which will help you to answer these questions quickly. So this is a matter of accuracy and speed. So you need to have both. So first in the class or through the lessons, you develop the concept which help you to understand these things, and then you use the tricks to quickly solve them. I hope this was helpful for you. If you need more information about our classes, just get in touch, and good luck for your test. Thank you.